Hi there everybody, this is David. I got a chance to play the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth demo and it blew my little mind away. This thing was groundbreaking, fantastic. Yeah, I loved the first Final Fantasy VII remake, but this one, whew, oh my gosh. Let me just start at the beginning though. This weekend was the Twitch convention here in Las Vegas, and Square Enix invited me to come on over and play the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth demo. They didn't know if I was going to go to the Twitch convention, but they did know that I lived in town, and they invited me on over. It was really good to see Jay again, who is their social media liaison, and I got to meet the newest member of their team, Amanda, and she was super sweet. And I went over to the hotel that they were at. They had they actually booked a suite there, and then they had 4 different games set up, 4 different game stations set up where you can go ahead and record on. They gave me some swag, they gave me a poster, they gave me a t-shirt, they had some food and drinks and things like that. There were some photographs there that I took, and I have all that. I have posted a bunch of those photographs over on my Patreon and over on Twitter, and I think I posted some of the community posts here as well, just on YouTube itself. So it was great. We could just do whatever we wanted there. We had a 2-hour time slot, and there were 2 other streamers there that I got to meet whenever I did show up. So I sat down, started playing the game, and there were 2 separate demos going on here. One is focusing on Mount Nebo. The other one is focusing on the area outside of Yunnan, and I'm going to be creating a separate video on the second demo because I have a lot to talk about for each of these demos. So the first one was roughly 15 to 20 minutes. They told me it was going to be 15 minutes. I'm slow. I looked at my recording that they gave me. I took 22 minutes on this first demo. And it is the flashback portion of the game where you can control Cloud as well as Sephiroth. So, of course, what did I do? Cloud who? I switched to Sephiroth immediately. I was like, I've controlled Cloud. I had a whole game controlling Cloud. I get to control Sephiroth. Like, that was fantastic. I really liked that. And it opened up and you got to see, you know, the Mako kind of coming to the surface, and Cloud is sitting there like, what's magic? Magic is so weird. How do people cast magic? And Sephiroth is like, wow, yo dumb. Like, let's explain this. And then Tifa's standing back there as their guide in her little, cowgirl outfit. So you guys know the scene. You know the scene that I'm talking about here. So we got to go off and climb Mount Nebo, and there's tons of terrain to climb, tons of terrain to interact with. It is not linear. This is not just like a little teeny tiny portion of the game like it was in the first game. They've really expanded upon this. You really do get to go off the beaten track, and there are tons of different materia to gather. I was able to go through and gather up tons of different stuff, and what was really cool was I was able to change the materia around over on Cloud and really set him up the way that I wanted to and really customize them. In the other demo, it wouldn't really let you customize the materia, but you really could in this demo right there. It was so immersive. I don't know how to describe this. I don't know how to describe how immersive it was. You know how a lot of the times when we're playing an RPG, you just kind of stare at the screen and you see the battle taking place, the turn-based battling and all that, and you're just kind of like, yeah, I know, play the game. But here, I was sucked into this game. I was sucked into it. Like, I really felt like I was there. I was so into it. It wasn't just like a small little thing. It was so good. And then the scenery. Like, as you're climbing up the mountain, and you're fighting the battles, and you go through the terrain, you're looking around, you're finding the materia, there was the scenery. You know, you're on top of a mountain, and you felt like you were up there, on top of the world, looking down on the town, looking down on the clouds, being really high up, being up there. It was fantastic. It was just beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I will say this, the hidden loading times, those are still there. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I'm glad that you don't fade to a black screen for the loading, because that does kind of take you out of the game. But the hidden loading times, like, I get it. I get why they do it. It's still there. But I just have to bring that little portion up. There were also some additional things added to it, like puzzles. There was this one puzzle where you wanted to go, you had to go up on an elevator. And the elevator was malfunctioning, or it wouldn't work because of a Mako gas leak. So you had to take this like little, I don't know, like air sucker thing, and you had to like pull it around and then suck up all like the Mako gas and everything so that the elevator could work. I thought that that was a really cool addition, and I really did enjoy that. Once you do finally make it through the 15-20 something minute demo, you'll hit the end, where you have to fight, of course, the Materia Keeper. And in the first game, he was what, like a 2-hit kill? Like, like you were just like, oh yeah, you're done. You know, this one, this was a real deal. This was a boss. You know, this was definitely a boss that you really had to go out of your way, and you had to fight, and you had to strategize. And he's climbing all over the walls. At one point, he gets up on the ceiling, and you have to start targeting his legs and everything, and make him like fall back down from the ceiling and all that. And what I loved was that they introduced synergy attacks. Your team members can join up and they can do synergy attacks like dual techs, like Chrono Trigger, or like in Sea of Stars if you've played that one recently. Your characters can join up together and synergize together and attack together. So this is a brand new addition to the game, and it was so much fun. So that really does help. I mean, this was just the demo where you can only control Cloud and Sephiroth. But whenever we get into the next demo and I talk about that, it really does help with like the party setup and who you choose to bring into your party. You know, are you going to use Cloud, Barret, and Ariath? Are you going to use Tifa? Are you going to use Red? Are you going to use Kate Sith? Who are you going to use in your party because of what synergy attacks that they have? Yeah, everybody can still do everything by setting them up with materia, but this game, it just changes it so much, you know, because you have certain characters who are close range, certain characters who are long distance, certain characters who now have certain synergistic attacks and can attack together, and I love that. It really does make you think about the party, makes you think about who you want to bring, really just adds a whole new dimension to the game. It was great. I loved the exploration. I loved this area. I loved the battling. It was so fluid, fast, and fun. You're just going in, kicking ass as Sephiroth. Like, it was slicing through these enemies like a knife through hot butter. It was a blast. I was blown away by that first demo. I was up there for 2 hours. That one took me 20 minutes. And in the next video, I want to talk about the other demo that took me about an hour to get through, the much, much larger demo. So do look forward to that. And as always, have a good day.